Monday. Monday. Whatever that means. You know what it means right now? It means I'm an old man. I gotta take my pills. Whoa, whoa. Take that pill there that just dropped. As I like to call it, my dropped pill. That's some good stuff right there. That's some good stuff right. Sorry. But you ever have a case of the Mondays? You notice I got the light on, Frank? Can you notice it or not? I haven't figured out where to put it. I've had it on a couple times. I was on over the weekend, moving it into different places, but you were not on. Now you are on. Let's see. I mean, I normally look rather colorful, but yeah. So I have this. I had it like in front of me, but then it was like right in my eyes. I'm like, oh, well, this is good. I can't see. So I have it off to the side. I think it works. I don't know. What was the thing Jay said? It's motion or some stupid crap that makes no sense. Something like that. It really shows up in your luxury. Oh, good. That was what I was going for. Dynamic lighting, I think, was the term. That does sound like the proper term. It's like a Grateful Dead show in there. Dude, I dropped so much acid. I only know what people who are on acid look like watching television shows where everything just all the colors just swirl and stuff. Like that does not look like fun. I would imagine if I just left this on for hours and hours, I would slowly go insane. So I only put it on during Twitch. That's gonna be my thing. Like it doesn't it's not for me. It's just distracting. It's not doing anything. You know, I'm sure it looks really cool in my beard, but whatever the it would be weird if you left it on when you're not on Twitch, right? Like I might leave it out when my wife comes back home. I might leave it on just to annoy her. She'll be in the living room and she'll just see the light. She'll be like, "What are you doing in there?" Writing. I can only write. Mr. Frank bought me this light. I can only write if this light is blinding me in one eye. My goal is to finish a page. Just sit there naked and give Shelly them bedroom eyes in the soft, colorful glow of sexiness. You know what? That might work. She'd be like, "Are you twitching?" And you'd be like, "Only the part that matters, baby." That's what you did there. Frank, by the way, I laughed my ass off when I opened the. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if it's in the shot. Your Frank wrote me the very nice card, and that was the. Let me move this so I can actually see the thing. And that was what he wrote it on the back of. So now I got it back here next to me and Aaron Dries. Classic. Hopefully that guy someday pops into my Twitch and he's like, "Why is my picture in the background there?" That was weird. Yeah, basically just that picture was the get. Anything else is just kind of a bonus. But thank you for that. I didn't want to say anything because I was hoping you were gonna pop on Twitch and you would see the light. See the light. There's Peter Marsh. Pistol Pete Marsh. It did work. Now you see I have a light on and you're like, "Oh, that's weird. I also sent him it's that light. Okay." Yeah, Marsh Pit. That's your 1987 heavy metal magazine, Marsh Pit. So I've been watching one or two noir films. If you subscribe to Patreon, the free, so you don't have to pay for anything. On the free version of my Patreon, you will read my daily one movie a day, trying to spread it out. One movie a day, a review, little mini review of each movie and my grading on it. Stay Pat Marshmallow Man. Exactly. So that's up there. I also watched a non-noir film last night. My wife popped over to pick up her laptop, which she'd forgotten. It's warm in here. Put my fan on. And then I have to say I'm kind of disappointed in Phil. Oh, really? I haven't watched it yet. I was just gonna binge watch it at some point. That's not good. He was so good. It was such a good show. I guess he ran out of quirky things to say or good places to eat or people to hang out with. Who knows? I watched the movie Dumb Money last night with Seth Rogen and what's his name played Ron Swanson in Parks and Rec. Never remember his name. Pete Davidson, and then that fat chubby guy that you see all the time. It was about the GameStop stock fiasco, and it was good. I read the book that it's based on. I've also seen the documentary about it. Yeah, Nick Offerman. Thank you. I can't ever remember his name for Stunk. Yes. So I watched that movie. It was actually really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Paul Dano is Pink Chubby. Look at you knowing people. Yeah. Yeah, he was pretty good in it. So anyway, it was a good movie. I watched that last night before bed. And I remember when all that crap happened. You remember all that stuff. You wish you had bought in. $3.58 a share, and it went up to like $358 a share or something at one point. It's a lot of money. I'm just saying that's a lot of. It's a couple of good zeros at the end of that. If you put in $1,000, you'd have 86 billion. I think is the math on that. Something like that. Anyway, it's a good movie. This morning, I met my wife. It's like we're diamond hands. Let's go to the moon. Exactly. Yep. Exactly. Yep. All of that crap. It's good. It's good. If you haven't seen it, Mr. Frank, you should watch it. I watched Oppenheimer this weekend. So you watched a different comedic movie. I don't know if I'm ever going to watch that. I don't know if I'm actually interested in that. I know I'm never going to watch the Barbie movie. Not interested in all. At all. But I don't know if I'm going to watch Oppenheimer. I'm not sure. I know I'm going to watch a lot of more noir films. That I will do. It was okay. Yeah, everybody talking about it. It's just like this is big, gorgeous movie, blah blah blah, whatever. I'm not sure if I like it better than Barbie. See, you've seen both, so you can compare them, which is also a weird thing. A lot of people, because of the timing of them, everybody was comparing the two movies. Like, why? Why? Both movies are Othello meets Star Wars, obviously. 95% of Oppenheimer is people talking in boardrooms. That does sound fascinating. So this morning, my wife's like, she's like, listen, I got a couple of conference calls in the morning, and then why don't you meet me and we'll go get breakfast together because we're trying to spend some time together. She was here last night for like 45 minutes to pick up her laptop, and then she had to go back to her mom's, and so it's like we're dating again. So I said, you know what? Yeah, let's go for breakfast because I'm not sleeping well anyway, and I'll be hungry. And we were like, where are we gonna go? Last night we were talking, and I'm like, she's like, well, maybe Cracker Barrel. I'm like, we went to Cracker Barrel. Let's just go to Denny's so I can get an omelet and I can get some pancakes. And she's like, okay. So we went to Denny's, which I don't think I'll ever make that mistake again. You forget how bad service is at any Denny's. Doesn't matter which Denny's you go to. But we get there, and of course, there's two women working, two waitresses, and they're arguing with each other, like right on the floor, like right. Would you put them in three for? I don't. I'm not on that side. Like you're just yelling at each other. And she's like, well, I can't take every table. You got to take some tables, and they're arguing. And then they would call. Well, you walk in and they're like, two, love. No, just two of us. All right, baby. You sit here, okay, dear. And they kept, and I'm like, and they both kept doing that to every customer. Was honey, baby, dear, on and on. I'm like, it just sounds so insincere when you talk to everybody like that, and then you're yelling at people. And then the one lady had a problem at the register. This lady's card kept getting declined, and she's like, getting all mad. She's like, Kenny, get out here, Kenny! And she's yelling at the guy who looked like just one of the cooks. I guess he's probably the manager and they're short staffed. So he had to come out, and basically the lady's card was declined because she had no money. I'm like, why are you fucking with people? You know you don't have any money on this card. Why do you keep having them run it as if I have no idea what's going on? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you 100% do. I got the Philly cheesesteak omelet with hash browns and pancakes. And my wife got the whatever it is, where you get a couple of scrambled eggs and some hash browns and some bacon and some sausage and shit. Moon's over my hammy, yes. Denny's waitresses have a long history of cantankerousness. Oh, God. Yeah, but this was like, they were arguing on the floor. So this one woman comes in, she has two little kids, and they go sit down. And the way our waitress goes up to her, and she's like, what can I do for you, honey? Oh, hey, child, blah, blah, blah. On and on and on, talking to the kids. The lady just like, I just want coffee and a couple of waters. And then okay. And then she's one of these also that she runs around like a chicken with her head cut off, as if like she's so busy. And I'm like, you're not busy, because she said to us, I'll be right with you, baby. I'll be right with you. Okay. And then she went and helped another table, and then she was just standing there, and I'm just staring at her like, what the fuck? And she's like, oh. And then she comes running over and gets our drink order. Then I said, I want coffee. Shelley wanted water. She brings a water, no straw. She brings coffee, no creamer. There's like 4 packets of sugar on the table, and then she runs off because she's so busy. So we had to grab the other waitress. I'm like, can I get some creamer? Maybe some more sugar and maybe a straw? And then she brings me just French vanilla, a whole giant thing of French vanilla creamer. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll have French vanilla in this. Then another couple came in, like 15 minutes after us, sat down, ordered, got their food, ate it all, was finishing their food when we finally got our food. So it was good that me and Shelley got like an hour to hang out and spend together, but it was a real big pain in the ass. And the lady was like, "I'm really sorry about the kitchen's a little backed up. They don't know what they're doing back there. She keeps giving me extra." And I'm thinking, I don't want to hear this. Like, I don't want to go into a restaurant and listen to people bitch and complain. Just do your fucking job. I just want a fucking omelet. Just give me an omelet. That started me off this morning. And then, of course, the coffee is shitty and burnt. It's raining out. I'm like, it's annoying. The only good thing that me and my wife are talking, I'm like, listen, tomorrow, Tuesday, there's a seafood restaurant, like, I don't know, 5 miles from here. And we've never been. It used to be another restaurant. We used to go there because they had tater tots on the menu. It was kind of like a little diner kind of place. They went out of business years ago. And for the last like 2-3 years, the seafood restaurant has been up there. And I saw a post from them on Facebook, and it says Tuesday is all you can eat shrimp for $12.99. And I'm like, you know what? I want to go there. Let's go there on Tuesday. Bring your mom, bring your aunt. I'll meet you over there. Give me a time. And so I'm going to go get all you can eat shrimp tomorrow night. So I can't have a big lunch tomorrow. But at least that's something, right? I mean, that's all you can eat shrimp, you know? I keep burping up, I don't know if it's the hash browns, I'm burping up something. Which is not good. Peter Marsh says, oh man, that sounds good. Hopefully their shrimp are good. Pictures look like they're big shrimp, too. They're not like popcorn shrimp or tiny little shrimp. We have a place here. It's like a small local chain, like 3 or 4 of them. Here and right over the border in Georgia. That we used to go to all the time for all-you-can-eat shrimp. So the first round of all-you-can-eat shrimp, you can get it any way you want. I always got it blackened. Big fan of blackened. But then the second and on is all has to just basically be, just fried shrimp. And they were, the last 2-3 times we went, they were so greasy. It's like, are they dumping it right from the oil without shaking it or something? Or are they just, do they throw extra oil after they put it on your plate? I mean, just disgusting. Just disgusting. And I would just get, acid reflux. I'd get my agita. And I was like, yeah, I can't do this anymore. So, yeah, Denny's by the airport is, that's the one we went to, Chad. Oh my God, it was ridiculous. And it's, we've been there several times before, and it's never been this bad that the people they're actually arguing with each other. So the lady who sat down with the 2 kids, she didn't get her coffee, she didn't get her waters, and she sat for like 10 minutes, and I'm just watching her, and I'm like, she's getting pissed. And now the lady, her waitress, also our waitress, is just standing, staring into space near the register, not doing anything. So then she looks over at the waitress, looks over to them and goes, oh, and then goes in the back, and this lady just said, come on, kids. And they got up, and they just walked out. Then the waitress came with the drink. She's like, where'd they go? And the table right near them was like, yeah, they left. What'd they leave for? I don't know, maybe you were taking too long. I was only a couple of minutes. You're too busy bitching about everybody else. I was in San Antonio this weekend. I had shrimp, Cameron enchiladas. They were fantastic. That does sound fantastic. I wish I could make. So I make quesadillas a lot. Okay. And I wish I could make anything else, but I can't. And it's the folding. Like, I can't make a burrito. No matter how hard I try, no matter how little I put in the middle of the tortilla, I can't ever get it folded right. I get it folded, and I put it on, I press it down, and it's good. And then as soon as I turn it over, it opens up. No matter what I do. And somebody's even like, put some water, blah, blah. Like all these stupid tricks. Nothing ever works. It just ends up opening up. And then I'm like, fuck it. And I just end up folding it over, and I'm like, quesadilla. I do shrimp, onions, green peppers, and mushrooms. And cheese. And I enjoy that. I am a big fan of Mexican food. Not real Mexican food. Like, calm that down. I'm like Taco Bell Mexican food. I'm like Salsa's is a chain here. La Nopalera, where it's Americanized versions of stuff. Because I've been to Texas and I've had authentic Mexican, and I'm like, this is bland. I'm not into this. I want it all fancy and shit. Tex-Mex. Yeah, I want Americanized. That's why Taco Bell is so delicious. Because it has taste and flavor. My wife watches some guys on YouTube or something, Facebook, where they're 2 dudes from England who are in America and they're eating different fast food places, different places. They go to White Castle. They go all over. Taco Bell. They go to a bunch of different places, and they're just amazed at how good, how tasty the food is. And I always say, you know what? The British Empire at one point conquered like half the world in pockets and traded for all these spices. They were these huge spice traders. And yet motherfuckers never used any of it on their own food. Cuz I've been to the UK in the 90s. I was in the UK with touring with a band. And that food was just awful. Awful. That's because all their food is gray. Yeah, it's tasteless. It's gray. It's let's use the weird parts of the animals. Let's not put. You know, we conquered the world for salt and pepper, but let's not use any of it. Let's just sell it to other countries so they can use it, and we're not gonna use any of this stuff. It was gross. Just friggin' gross. So those people are gross. I've been good though. My wife left on Friday, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's been 3 days. This will be day 4. I've not ordered a pizza, so that's something, right? I had a couple of little mini pizzas I made. Um, those little hand one, the DiGiorno small ones. Made a couple of those the other day. That's it. I've not ordered. I can't order pizza because then I eat the whole pizza and I feel disgusting. I just feel bad. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. My goal was like I'm not gonna eat anything this whole week. She's gone. She don't come back till like probably late Sunday, maybe Monday, the following week. So I got like another week of this crap. I'm like I need to walk a lot and I need to eat less. I say that, and then yesterday I ate an entire box of Girl Scout cookie uh, Samoas, which are fantastic. My wife doesn't like coconut. I ate the entire box, and then I ate last night. I ate the what are the ones with the peanut butter? I ate the whole box of those. Basically, I have a box of Thin Mints left, which are in the freezer, obviously, and there's 2 boxes of the Do-si-dos, which I will not eat because those are my wife's, and she will kill me. So, is it smaller than a pizza pocket? No, they're like this big. They're like those like mini like those little personal pizzas, I guess you would call them. They're like just a couple of DiGiornos. They come like two in a box. The supreme ones. Those are good. I also have the French bread pizza. Those come 2 in a box. I still have one of those I can eat at some point when I want pizza. Got to make a pizza bagel. Couple things there, Tom. Pizza bagels are delicious. I would have to go out and I would have to get uh, the marinara, and we got cheese. But then I would also have to. I don't know if that would really be good on cinnamon raisin bagels. And the cinnamon raisin bagels I have, like I think I have just enough for sandwiches coming up this week. The peanut butter ones are friggin' delicious. So the problem is there's like 15 in the box. I mean, you're paying like $5, $6, and there's literally 15 of these. So I just eat the whole box. Elio's pizza. I haven't had Elio's in a while. I'm a DiGiorno snob. I enjoy the DiGiorno. If I just get a regular pizza, I do the DiGiorno stuffed crust. And here's the thing too. The car works now. The charger, they finally fixed it. They figured out, oh, it was the starter, even though it's not coming up on any of the computer stuff. They fixed it. Car runs beautifully. Started up this morning, drove to Denny's, so I can leave the house and I can go to Publix or I can go to Winn-Dixie whenever I want and pick stuff up. I just don't know if I'm going to actually do that. You know, because we have tons of food. People who have been to my house know there's a shitload of food here. Eli's gets all hard as a rock on the ends and stays frozen in the middle. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few. My mother likes, what's that one? It's got a really stupid, like, home run pizza or something. It's like, they're like $1.50 for a giant pizza now. you know. And it's like it's the same thing. Like there's no cheese on it. It's cold. I mean, you can put it that thing. You can put that thing in there for like 12 hours on like 800 degrees, and the outside, the outer edge will be charred, and the middle of that will still be frozen. Like you could put your finger in the middle of that pizza and lose it to frostbite. They're just disgusting. They're like cardboard. Banquet. Yeah, there's a lot of bad pizza. So I always just say to my wife, listen, if you're going to get me pizza, DiGiorno. That's all I want. Don't go, oh, this was on sale. Oh, this was, I don't, no. No. Stuffed crust DiGiorno is supreme. That's the one I want every time. None of these other ones, forget it. Red Baron, Red Baron is also disgusting. And again, those are my choices because the pizza places around here, there's one that's pretty good, but they never have a driver to deliver, and I'm not going to get pizza. What am I, an animal? I got to pick up my own damn pizza. So I'm forced to call Papa John's. I go Papa John's, or I go Pizza Hut, or I go Domino's. Because those three will deliver, but in that order. Papa John's is my favorite because the sauce is sweet. They use a lot of sugar in it. My wife hates that. She prefers Pizza Hut. The problem with Pizza Hut for me is, even though I go in every time and I change the phone number to my phone number on it when I order a pizza, it always automatically drops back to my wife's phone number. And that is always the time when they don't have a delivery person. And then they'll call. Like, I'll order, like, oh, she's in Atlanta, I'm ordering a pizza. And I go for Pizza Hut because I have a coupon or something. Or the Papadias, whatever the pizza something or other's free thing. You got enough points. And they call her, oh, yeah, we can't have delivery. So now she knows I ordered a pizza. So I'm like, oh, thanks for getting me in trouble, asshole. And no, I'm not. I'm not going to go and get your delivery. It's your delivery. Pizza Hut ain't fancy. Sit down with the red cups and the cool lights over your head. That stuff is, they don't do that anymore. I think both Pizza Huts in this area right now are like just walk-ins, like Domino's kind of thing. Anyway, it's annoying. Yeah, I love that pizza. That was a big treat when we were kids. Hey, we're going out to dinner tonight. This is awesome. We go to Pizza Hut or Roy Rogers. My dad loved the Fixins bar. Man, we would go to Roy Rogers and he would buy a burger and he'd have 400 tomatoes on it and 6,000 slices of lettuce. Like, he would eat a salad on top of one burger. It was awesome. Me too. That was shaped like an actual hut. Yeah. They had arcade. Yep. It was like a dark cave. It was a dark cave. Yeah. The one in Middletown, New Jersey that we grew up, the Pizza Hut there when we would go, they had Centipede. And my dad loved playing Centipede, but my dad could play for like 4 or 5 hours. Hello? Yes. I'm doing good. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, we could do that. That'll work for me. That'd be the 22nd, 1 p.m. All right. I will talk to you then. No problem. Bye. Oh, and my therapy got changed. So Friday I will be on super early or super late. I have 1 p.m. therapy. I'll probably be on later. Probably be on about 1:45 on Friday. I already put that in your calendars on the 22nd. And the pans that would burn skin off your hand. Oh my God, those pans were so fucking hot. God. That was good. It just tasted delicious. Like everything. You know, from the stupid red faded everything was just amazing. Peter Martin said I fucking went to that one all the time. Yeah. It's J.C. Walsh. What does that even mean? That was a good one. In what year was that? 2005 maybe. I worked for a merchandising company for 2-3 years. We did overnights in what do you call it? What can I think? Home Depots. And we'd do stuff, and we would work like during the day, certain points of the year. And so me and another guy, Steven, worked at the one in St. Augustine, and right on the corner there was a Pizza Hut, but they did lunch buffet, Pizza Hut lunch buffet. And so we would go in there like 2-3 times a week. It was like $10, and you'd go in and there'd be like, you know, they put out like 3 pizzas at a time, but he flirted with the little chubby girl in the back, and so it got to the point where we'd walk in and she'd be like, "Hey, Steven, what do you want today?" And he'd be like, "You know what? Can you do mushrooms and onions for my buddy here, and you know, super supreme?" And we would order, and she'd bring out like 5 pies, and then you'd, depending on who was in there, because you'd always get that asshole who was sitting there that would jump up and take like half of or more of the pie, you know. So we would be in there. And just eating and eating for like 2.5-3 hours until she's like, "Well, that's it. Your lunch buffet is over. It's, you know, it's 2:30. You guys have been here since 11." And then that place closed, and it became a burrito place, but not an all-you-can-eat lunch burrito place. That would be amazing. There used to be in Daytona when I first moved down here in 2001. There was an all-you-can-eat Mexican buffet, and that place had everything on it. And but I mean, you'd fill up so fast, be like, "Oh, I'm gonna eat like 4 burritos, and I'm gonna eat enchiladas, and and then you would just fill up so fast." But it was delicious. At the end of your therapy session, do you say, "Ole, now I'm going to undo all the work we've done by going on Twitch for an hour"? Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much the therapy is an extension of this. It's basically me bitching about everything and everyone. So yeah. And he loves the stories, and he loves some of the ridiculous things. And he's always like, "Now think about what you just said." Like, that's his favorite thing. "Think about what you just said." And I'm like, "Oh, I am." And I know it sounds psychotic, and I know that there's no reason for me to be this worked up or this excited over anything. But I am. Here, just take your $75 and go away. Until next Thursday. So that'll be good. Just thinking that. Yeah. Well, Friday I would have been. Yeah. Oh, Friday I got the. I'm hanging out with Good Win and the Amelia Island group for breakfast at the coffee shop on Friday anyway. So it will definitely be after. So Friday's looking packed for me. 9:30 I gotta be there. I gotta be home. I gotta leave there by like noon to get home on time. 1 o'clock for therapy, and then I'll be on here probably by 2. God, this Friday's just gonna be nuts. Hope everybody had a great St. Patrick's Day yesterday. Obviously, I'm just killing time here. I should be writing this story, which is due. I'm writing a story for the Culture Club crime thriller anthology. I've picked a song that I'm writing, but the problem is you don't know how many people are going to also use that song, and then it's got to be the best song. But so this story I'm writing might end up just being a Patreon story or for my short story collections in November. Who can say? Who can say? Peter Marsh was at the Ghoul Fest over the weekend. Hung out with Victoria Nations, who some of you know. Bought a bunch of books. He's bought a bunch of books, which is nice. Luckily, he didn't mention to Victoria Nations that he was coming here for MondoCon, because with the rotation I'm doing, she is not coming to MondoCon. Had some awkward interactions with some writers. You were awkward, and they were awkward, I would imagine, right? Because like everybody's just, the whole damn community is just awkward. Was Jessica McHugh walking around on her hands? Obviously, you saw her video in her that outfit doing handstands in her hotel room, I imagine. She loves doing that crap. She was around, but I didn't see that. Was she smiling? Was she doing her giant, big Joker smile? Ah! Fucking kill this fucking cat. Fucking cat jumped up on my bookshelf, knocked over like 8 books, knocked over all of my hats on the chair, and then jumped on the gate and slammed the gate shut. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm sorry, but I was pissed. I killed this fucking cat. She's always doing handstands. Yeah, she loves doing all of her video, every other video. Actually, she hasn't done them in a while. I haven't seen her do them in a while. She used to do them all the time, her handstands. Cats. Then, of course, I scream and the other cat freaks out. The good cat. Wiley Young and Wesley Southard were cool. Glad you got to meet them. Good guys, good guys. I'm not going to say anything untoward. My wife bought like 3 copies of Whalefall from Daniel Kraus. Oh, Daniel Kraus was there? That's cool. I would like to meet Daniel Kraus. I have Whalefall. In fact, somebody was talking about it when we were out last week. I haven't read it. It's on my Kindle. Oh, very cool. Was there a lot of people there? I'm gonna just say this, Peter Marsh, from the Marsh Pit. It didn't look like there was a lot of people wandering around in any of the videos or pictures at all. It also seemed like there was really bad weather there as well. I thought Wiley Young was Wesley Southard. No, it's a hair thing. They both have different hairs. That is the problem. The writers are all sitting in the audience for each other's readings and for all the panels. Yeah. I used to go to a convention. I went the first 2 years, Imaginarium. And Jay Wilburn said it the best when he said, you could roll a bowling ball down these aisles and not hit anyone. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's the problem with these, you know. You just never get it. You don't get a ton of people. Now, there are a lot of conventions I go to that really good. AuthorCon, I think, is you know, it used to be Scares That Cares. I think it's growing every year. More and more people. I sell more and more books. So I'm excited about that one. Who knows what the St. Louis one's going to be like this year? Like Stephen Kozanowski is really just some dude named Aaron. Exactly. There's a massive book signing at 8:30 on Saturday night. It seems late. Do they still do Imaginarium? Yeah, they still have Imaginarium out in Louisville, Kentucky. But again, it doesn't look like anybody's ever there. My wife and I were 2 out of the 3 people there that didn't have the tables. Yeah, really no actual customers. Yeah, and that's a shame. That's it, because, Max and his wife do their best to get people there, but it's a shame. It sounded like it was a big event last year. Yeah, I don't remember. I would imagine it was. I mean, the way Max was talking ahead of time was this was going to be this gigantic thing. So I would probably imagine last year had been pretty big. I don't know. I keep getting invites to all different kinds of things that I've done in the past that I would never do again. It's been relatively the same each year. Yeah. Well, at least you and your wife spent some money. It's got to mean something. Was it held at the store or somewhere else? I saw a picture. Apparently, church people were also in the same building trying to eat everybody's donuts or something. I missed Imaginarium with the guy from... Oh, God. Those books are still for sale. And the lady that he cheated on his wife with, and I guess is still with, um, she still goes on occasion as an editor guest. And I'm like, you haven't done shit in how many years? Ridiculous. I haven't seen anything from him in forever, which I'm glad. Yet it's a building that has a chapel and a bowling alley. Well, I mean, what 2 things would you normally put together besides a bowling alley and a chapel? Am I right? Apparently, the people from the chapel like to eat uh, the ghoulish donuts. It seems like there's a big controversy over that. Maybe for MondoCon, I'll have my wife. I'll see if she would add donuts to the mix. Knowing her though, she'll make donuts, and it'll become this whole big thing. If the place isn't called Holy Rollers, I missed the book. Yeah, right. I felt awkward walking in with my Exorcist shirt. Yeah. It says "Welcome to the chat room" for some reason, as if I was not in the chat room. I hate when people drive by my house really slow. That's funny. I went to a zoo once with my Welcome to Hell Venom shirt. Took me a while to figure out why all the parents there were giving me looks. Yeah. Yeah, I've worn some shirts. I wish I still had my I direct midget porn shirt. I once wore that out to dinner because I didn't think we were going out, and it was like a last minute, hey, we're all going to dinner, and like meet me meet me here kind of thing. Shelly left right from work and went, and I left right from home and went. This is back when I left the house on my own. And I didn't realize I had that shirt on. And I was getting a lot of looks on that one all night. But then I would show them the picture of me with a midget posing next to the. And I call her a midget only because the shirt says midget porn and, little people, blah, blah, blah. Good times. I should get that picture as a mug. MondoCon 4, a picture of me and her. Wonder if she still thinks about me. Who can say? I've written about 100 words so far in almost an hour. Probably, I'm going to just say, probably not good. Especially when I really need to finish the story. I also need to watch at least one or two noir films. So far, none of them have been phenomenal. None of them have been great. They've all been watchable to a certain degree. That's about it. I don't think I have anything coming up this week. Nothing really. I will likely be on tomorrow. I'm going to the all-you-can-eat shrimp thing probably about 6 o'clock tomorrow night, so I should be on tomorrow. Coffee's gone. I started reading the new Jeffrey Deaver. I still don't know how to pronounce it. His book, it's a novella. Very good. He's good. I like his writing. I should meet him in person at BoucherCon. I'm hoping Michael Wiley introduces me. Yes, the Michael Wiley. Stupid cat just laying near the gate, just staring at me. Throw a calculator at her. Annoying. So the story has to be between 3,000 and 5,000 words. 3,000 and 5,000, not 3 words. 3,000 to 5,000 words. Somebody bring up a topic or something, or I'm going to go. This writing thing is just not as exciting as I thought it would be. Not today. Tom, no rush on your chapter, but as soon as you knock that one out, let me know. I think we're about halfway through this first book, which is exciting. Chad Hoey says boobs. I'm an ass man, to be honest with you, Chad. To me, there's nothing better than a big girl with a big ass and small boobs. I don't want boobs getting in my way. I don't need those things knocking me out. How many boobs does each goat have? Are there only like certain ones you can milk? Do you guys milk the goats, or do you just like we have goats? My parents, when we were growing up, my parents had a potbelly pig named Hambone. That thing hated me. It used to bite me all the time. And I mean, I was like a teenager. They had this stupid thing, and it used to bite me all the time and snort at me. Hated me, and I didn't like him either. I enjoy an 8-boobed goat. Isn't that from Lovecraft? Isn't that one of the monsters from Lovecraft? An 8-boobed goat. You ever read the book by Frank Edler, Exploding 8-Boobed Goats? Classic. The 8-boob goat had exploded. Exactly. Is LA Confidential on that noir list? Because it should be. Let's check. I'm almost positive it is, but I think I'm going to watch. I'll probably end up watching. I mean, obviously, most of the things on this list are going to be old movies. And a lot of the newer ones from like the 90s and whatever are all like $3. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying $3. I would imagine it's got to be pretty low on this list, right? Pretty high on this list. It's got to be on this list. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to watch every movie, although maybe I will. Maybe after watching so many movies over like 3 months, maybe the what do you call it will some of these will become free. Just looking at this, there's some good there's some good ones that I want to see or see again. The problem is this is Long. LA Confidential. Number 38, 1997. So yeah, it is on here. So I will watch it as long as it's not $3.99. Paul Bag 101. Good day, mates. Is that because you live in Cleveland? Yep, so LA Confidential is on the Noir film list, and I will be watching it at some point, hopefully. I never know what I'm going to watch. I basically, I'm just like, let me go and let me just hit a random number and then see what movie that is, and then see if I can find it on there. Wait, was that for me? Nope, Australia. I figured it was Australia with the G'day mates. I was making a joke. People in Cleveland, you can't even understand people in Cleveland anyway. So I don't know what that Cleveland accent actually is. I'm not in Cleveland, so I'm making fun of people from Cleveland. Australia. So what time is it over there? It's 1:44 in the PM on Monday here. You're like 6 days ahead of us or something. You're in Australia, so do you know Aaron Dries? The great author Aaron Dries. Cleveland rocks. 3:45 a.m. on Tuesday, so you are well ahead of us. The hell are you doing up at 3:45 in the morning? He's visiting from the future. Tell me what the what do you call it were here in Jacksonville, Florida, what the winning Powerball numbers were, and then I'll send you a portion of it. I'll send you a portion of it, but in the past. So give me the numbers, then technically I will have already paid you your part of the money. I don't know how any of that works. Everyone from Australia knows Aaron Dries and has boxed 3 kangaroos. Obviously, yes. I've never been to Australia, and based on the amount of people who have been there or lived there that I know, and all they talk about is basically everything is trying to kill you. I don't know if I want to go there. I think I'm too much of a chicken to go. What am I doing up at 3:45 a.m. trying to beat my writer's block by building my world out a bit? You know what? Good. I hope it works for you. Whatever it takes, right? That's the key to this. Just write. I mean, I wrote 200 words so far in an hour. But I'll get this I'll get this story finished. And all the goats in Australia have 9 boobs. Yes. We know that one already. Australia has a fascinating history. I love when Josh Gates goes down there. I love all the stuff he does in Australia. Or the ghost shows, and the ghost shows go to Australia. Good day, goats. Good day, ghosts. You know, those kind of things. Currently trying to create a new race for my world. Alright, but don't be racist about it. If you're creating women, have them have 9 boobs. We've been talking about multiple boobs today. Just so you know, Mr. Bag 101, I am now following you. I hope you will return the favor so we can stay in touch. And anybody else in the thread who wants to follow Mr. Bag 101 as well. Well, I've not streamed for like 4 years. So what brought you on to Twitch this morning? Have you been on but you haven't streamed? or you just haven't even been on Twitch in 4 years. We all want to know. Oh, I never left Twitch, just haven't streamed in 4 years. Oh, okay. And ad break. That's 3 years in our time zone. I thought it was 7 years. My Australian time thing is really off. So I wanted to end this, but now I can't, because he's stuck in a 45 ad break. And hopefully he will follow me back, which would be nice. Which would be very Australian of him. Who can say, mate? I am back. I get called away to intervene at my job. Cat fight. Chicks fighting in the break room over whose egg salad. Chicks are wearing skirts and they're accidentally kissing. Back now, just trying to start the creation of my bird people race. Nice. Peter wish. Yeah. Listen, if two women at work start fighting, you better have that camera ready. You better be filming that crap. I think that was my favorite part of junior high, or when the girls fought, and they used to beat the crap out of each other. Jersey girls are mean. Yeah, accidentally kissed. Exactly. The best too is because they would pull each other's clothes off as they were beating each other up, trying to like yank their pants down and stuff, so they couldn't move. It's awesome. Paul Bagwin, what does the winner get? No, Mr. Frank. Those fights were worse than the guy fights. Yeah, guy fights were just, they would stand toe to toe and punch each other 3 or 4 times and then be exhausted and walk away. Girls were clawing each other, pulling hair. Like I said, they were grabbing their shirt and yanking the shirt over their face. The other girls, they were punching each other in the face, and you were seeing their boobies and their bras, pulling their pants down so they couldn't get up. See their little flowery underwear. Good times. I wish I was still in junior high sometimes. those days were not as intricate as I thought they were. You know, when you're that age, when you're like 12 and 13, you're like, oh my God, everything is awful. And then you realize 40 years later, no, those were good times. I should have enjoyed that shit more. He's trying to be funny. The bird raced. Get it? The race is in a race instead of a race. As soon as I get to this next page, I'm out of here. Coming in late, I thought you meant bird people racing too. Are you creating a bird race for a story? Yeah, I think that's what he's doing. Tom created a race of socks. Yes, I'm on a bit of a writer's block for my fantasy story ideas, so I decided to keep the writing going by world building first on my list, create my avian race. There you go. Very good. All right, I'm wrapping this up. It's been over an hour. Again, subscribe, resubscribe, use your Twitch Prime. I would appreciate that, everyone. Helps me, helps you, helps all of us. Also, this will be going, this will be posted soon after I disconnect to my YouTube. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, Armand Rosamilia, on there as well. And also, you know, make sure you subscribe. All right, everybody, thank you very much. I appreciate hanging out. I will be back tomorrow. Probably between 12 and 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be back. So everybody come hang out with me tomorrow. It'll be a bonus Tuesday edition. And thank you, Paul Bag 101, for joining in the chat with us today. I hope you come back and let us know about your bird people. We got questions here. Peter Marsh wants to know about Twitter. I'll wait for the answer. All right, so everybody follow Paul Bag 101. Boom is right, Peter Marsh. Boom. All right, everybody. See you tomorrow. I really am awesome.